You're tuned in to Super Talk 1270 and Free for All Friday. Compelling local talk at 11 o'clock. Free for All Friday features groups and organizations that are plugged into progress here in Central North Dakota. Our rotating panel includes members of the Bismarck Downtowners, the Bismarck Mandan Home Builders Association, Pride of Dakota, and United Tribes Technical College. You're invited to call in and join the discussion. It's Free for All Friday on Super Talk 1270.
Good morning. My name is Kaley Schwab. I work for United Tribes Technical College, and I'm here to just talk a little bit about UTTC Events Week. Events Week is happening the 4th through the 9th in September, and is having 6 events going on through 6 days. Today I have with me one of the chairpersons of Julie, one of the committee members of the summit, Julie Desjardins. Julie, can you tell everyone a little bit about UTTC's Tribal Leaders Summit happening September 4th through the 6th?
Absolutely. Good morning, Bismarck Mandan, our beautiful community. I am very, very happy to be here today to discuss our upcoming summit. We are in our 22nd year. Just a little bit, just a couple minutes to talk about the evolution of the summit. It started for 21 years. The summit was focused on our tribal leaders getting together with state and national officials that were experts in Indian country from the government, etc., and they brought that information back, created resolutions through those talks, and brought them back to their reservations, and those that were pertinent to that reservation were adopted. Today we are doing something a little different. This year we have changed the venue a bit, and very appreciative of the changes. They're coming out to be great. We are, as Kaley stated, we will be in conference. The conference starts on Tuesday, September 4th, and there will be from 8 to 12 a pre-conference. We have 4 pre-conferences, and on economic development, tribal tourism in the state of North Dakota will have one of those pre-conferences. We have behavioral health and justice, enforcement of the Equal Credit Opportunity Act, that will be moderated by our attorney, Sarah Vogel. And we have a pre-conference on governance and human trafficking. Are there any that I've missed, Kaley?
I don't believe so. Julie, can you tell everyone a little bit about what's a little bit different with the pre-conference versus when the conference actually starts at 1? So who can go to the pre-conference sessions?
Absolutely, yes. Everyone is invited. It is open to the public. This is our time. This is our reach. Our time to reach out to our community and say, please get to know us better. Get to know what we are about, what our concerns are and what our issues are, and what we are doing to solve those issues and to resolve these things that are permeating in Indian country. So from 8 to 12, it is open to the public. Please come on out. The summit itself will open at 1 o'clock. And Kaley, is there anything you would like to state to start this off, or can I just move right into it?
I know that Mayor Bakken will be there and to welcome everyone to our summit, as well as some video recorded welcomes from our entire North Dakota congressional, from Hoven, Heitkamp to Representative Congressman Kramer. So we really do have support from our entire North Dakota congressional delegation. Now, I know moving into the conference, we're really broaching a wide range of topics. Can you tell me a little bit about what's going to be spoken about inside the conference?
Absolutely, yes. We have at least 6 to 7 conferences going on at the same time, and they are concurrent sessions excuse me, not conferences, but concurrent sessions. These are basically the same that we had in the pre-conference. They are, we're going to deal with 10 hot topics, key topics, and some of those that are going to be highlighted are on culture, healthcare, governance, workforce development. We have a host of definitely on health issues and on the behavioral health issues such as opioid. We have several concurrent conferences on that throughout the 3 days of the conference. Education is going to be very much highlighted during that time. We are having our students, United Tribes students and faculty, they are required to be there because this is such a learning platform. And we look forward to having all of you out there as well. What we have done different this year is that in the past we have asked presenters to come in. We chose the topics and we asked them to, and we got presenters that fit that particular venue. This year we changed it up and we had a call for proposals. Call for presenters. Those presenters then sent in their information, much like an open conference, and we gave them the topics. But it was sent out to everyone, and anyone who wanted to be a part of our conference and had a presentation could contact us. We filled very early, so we're very pleased about that. Kaley, I do have a question. We have an MC for the for this conference, and could you tell us a little bit about this gentleman?
Whitney is our MC this year.
Oh, okay.
And he's just going to be leading us through all the vast amount of topics that we really have going on this year, and really kind of being at the helm to just let everyone know what's going on throughout the conference. But this year is really about education, and and we're really focusing on leadership, education, bringing in our new leadership, educating the next generation. Yes. And that really fits with what's going to go on Thursday. So can you tell me what's special about Thursday?
Oh, I'm excited. We're going to have the youth, our youth summit, and it is headed up by the North Dakota Indian Commission, Mr. Scott Davis and Brad Hawk, and they are bringing students in from around the different Indian country and the area. As a matter of fact, I just got a call from Carla Patnote from Bismarck High School, and she is very, very anxious to have students there and wanted to know more about it. And our First Lady, which is exciting, the First Lady, Ms. Burgum, will be there, and she is going to be the keynote for the luncheon. And so we're very excited to have that happening. We have, as I stated, we will have a lot of great presenters, keynote speakers. Lieutenant Governor Jefferson Keel from the great Chickasaw Nation is one of our keynotes, and he will start the opening on Tuesday. So excited, and the other keynote speakers. If you want to say a little bit about them, Kaley.
We also have Anita Fine-Day, who is from the Casey Foundation. Mm-hmm. She is one of our keynote speakers. So it's really, we're just going to really be full. And like I said, it's really about education this year, mm-hmm. and, bringing up those future leaders. So we're so excited, and we hope you come to the summit here in Bismarck at the Bismarck Event Center, September 4th through the 6th.
Thank you very much, and please, we welcome you. Like I stated, that our pre-conferences are open to the public. It's our time to meet and all of our community and be a part of a very special event. So please come on out.
Currently, it's 67.
The Red River Farm Network. Ag News is here on Super Talk 1270.
Again, this is Kaley Schwab with United Tribes Technical College, here to talk about this year's UTTC Events Week. The next event I want to cover is the big International Powwow. I'm here with the chair of the UTTC International Powwow, Kat Chapin. Kat, tell us a little bit about the powwow for people who may have never gone before.
Hi, I just want to thank for the invite this morning, and I just want to start with our motto this year is the leadership educating the next generation. So we start our Friday afternoon with our Youth Day activities, and that's us inviting Bismarck Mandan community fourth graders to our powwow so they can see our culture. If they have never seen a powwow before, this is their opportunity. We have Jackie Bird being our performer, our main performer at the Youth Day activity. She's a artist, a performer, a singer, a songwriter. So we're really happy to have her there. And then that afternoon, we're also going to dedicate our arena to our veterans. For our tribal nations, our veterans are highly respected, and we always want to recognize them at every powwow. You'll see them be the first to come in at every grand entry, and so they are called our color guards. And we're going to dedicate our arena this year, so we're excited about that. And that evening session, we're going to have a veteran special for our men's veterans and our women's veterans, and they can be dressed in regalia or come in their service gear, which we had last year, which our champion was in his service gear, and everybody just enjoyed that and had the opportunity to see that. We do have other specials that we're excited about this year. Speaking of our veterans, last year we honored the World War I. So one of them was Smiley Shepherd Sr., and their family came back and asked if they could give back to United Tribes by having a men's fancy special, and we're excited about that. So that'll be Saturday Night Live. And we also have a generation, because we do want to, recognize our elders, their families, and down to our tiny tots. So we're having a generation special this year. Team dance. So that's something new this year, and we're happy to be able to do that. And also our Battle Royale, which has been our third year here having the Battle Royale, which gives the dancers an opportunity to contest against each other and earn additional more money, and so they'll battle. When we say battle, they're going to be dancing off against each other till we have one left standing, and so that's exciting. And that usually happens after our grand entries, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday evening.
Can you just talk to people a little bit about these specials and these battle royales, because it really, there's such an energy there. Can you tell me about like how it is for the dancers to come and kind of, like you said, do a dance off where it's only one left standing?
Yeah, they're now that they've gotten used to it, they're pretty excited and they're happy to see it on our poster every year. So for instance, we have fancy category, men's and women's. And so what they'll do is they'll come out, and all women's fancy dancers will go out there. They'll dance. We have judges that will select the top 8, and they'll dance against each other. Once they pick the top 8, they'll dance against each other until there's one left. And we do pay the top 4 dancers for that. But yeah, it's an energy hype special for the dancers and the spectators.
Does it give them a chance to really show off what they can do as dancers?
They can showcase, yes, definitely. They really showcase their style of dance in each category at those times.
Mm-hmm. Now, I know there's a lot for people who love music and dance, and there's so much to see, but there's also some great things for people who love fashion this year. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yes, we're excited this year because we have Norma Baker Flying Horse, who is hosting a Red Berry Woman Native fashion show this year, and this will be starting at 5:30 on Saturday. It'll be held in our cafeteria. It's the first time ever in our area, so we're excited, and there's a lot of people interested in that, and so they're going to show the designers. I believe there's 4 or 5 designers, and they're going to showcase their style of designs incorporating Native American style with that. So Norma Baker, Flying Horse, this year had one of her gowns showcased at the Oscars. So that was pretty exciting with one of our Standing Rock students, Alice Brown Otter. So that was pretty exciting. And so we're going to have her on campus this Saturday, or next Saturday.
So that would be September 8th, right?
Correct. September 8th, starting at 5:30.
Okay. And so it sounds like, I mean, there's music, there's dancing, there's going to be amazing fashion there from Native artists. That also brings us to, there's going to be regular art there too as well, and food. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Definitely. We have, we're already sold out on our food vendors, but you'll be able to experience or taste Indian taco if you've never had one, and different variety of Native American food and also regular cuisine, your basic other types of food, burgers, Chinese, Oriental. But also we have a lot of booths that will showcase their different types of art. If it's, jewelry, authentically made Native American jewelry, artwork, or just we have really up and coming T-shirt vendors who are creating with that Native style on them that have become very popular at our powwows. And so there's a couple of them that will be able to showcase that also.
Mm-hmm. And for someone has never been to the powwow, kind of give them a guide of what they should hit up, where they should go, what things they should really see.
I always like to recommend that they come around the Grand Entry times, which on Friday and Saturday is 1 p.m. and also at 7 p.m. because that way they get to see, and Sunday 1 p.m. But because that gives them the opportunity to see every style of dance from our golden age to our tiny tots, and they get to see everybody come in along with our veterans. And so I always like to recommend that they come there. They'll be able to see one of the battle royales, hopefully, right after, and also so within that time is really the best time to come because also our vendors are up. They have the opportunity to kind of walk around and see those types of things. We have a lot of things going on for anybody that would just never experienced anything, and to be able to see our culture. And they're, are more than welcome to ask people questions and take pictures, and so it's a good opportunity for them to come and see if they've never seen a powwow before. And it's just a good family social event, and that we get to share our culture with everybody.
Mm-hmm. And what's it like putting on a powwow in the capital city? Because that's a little different than some of the powwows in North Dakota. What makes UTTC's powwow so unique and so special? Well,
it's been going on so long, and that we're excited because this is our 49th annual year to have this powwow be held here. It's exciting because it is our, capital city, and it's just been, it is a community at United Tribes that really puts a lot of work into it throughout the whole year, and we'll be beginning right after this one, starting for our 50th. But it does take some time to plan something this big of an event.
Mm-hmm. So with that, United Tribes Technical College is there year round, and their main focus is the students. What are you doing this year that it's a little different, that is bringing that student aspect into it?
Well, definitely what we're doing this year is something, really special. All profits that are made with the United Tribes Powwow week events will benefit the students by scholarships, and so we're excited to start doing that and really focus on helping our students where we can, and the community coming and supporting these events will help that also.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything else you really want to invite people to or let people know about the powwow that we may have missed, Kat?
I just want to invite everybody to come out if they've never experienced it, to come and experience our culture. And if they've been there, we're happy that you come back and enjoy and share what you've experienced at our United Tribes powwow.
Mm. And I know you go around to a lot of powwows. Kat, what are you most excited to see this year?
I'm excited to, of course, one of my favorites is the Battle Royale, so definitely get to see the dancers come out and battle against each other. But just being able to dedicate this year to our veterans, and then being able to sponsor students. So I'm looking forward to being able to do that this year. So I like everything about the powwow, so I'm excited.
Yeah, and I know students and faculty are really involved with the powwow. Will people be able to see them around too?
Oh, yeah. Well, they'll be volunteering everywhere. You'll see them probably at all events throughout the whole weekend, students and staff.
Mm-hmm. Again, that is the United Tribes Technical College International Powwow, September 7th through the 9th. So come out and please enjoy. There's going to be lots of arts and dancing and music, and it'll be so much fun. So September 7th through the 9th at United Tribes Technical College.
Currently, it's 67.
Dave Ramsey is heard here. Super Talk 1270.
This is Kaley Schwab with United Tribes Technical College. Again, we're here to promote United Tribes Technical College Events Week happening this September 4th through the 9th. So I am here with our softball committee chair, Melvin Miner. He is the one who's helping put the UTTC Legends softball tournament together. Melvin, I know it's starting September 7th through the 9th. Can you tell me a little bit about Legends softball?
Yeah, thanks for having us on, Kaley. I appreciate it. Legend Softball, we have a great tournament this year. We've already have probably about 50 teams, I think, and last year we had over 60, and we expect a lot more coming in every day. It's kind of getting down to crunch time. Our registration due date is Tuesday, September 4th, and that's usually around 10 a.m. to noon time for that. Our Legend Softball, we do have 4 divisions this year. We have a upper and a lower division in both the men's and women's sides. And those, for the men's upper, it's from Rec 1 to C with 3 pickups. And the same thing for the women's, and then the women's lower and men's lower, it's up to Rec 2 and below with 3 pickups in the Rec 1 side. So those are our divisions. This year we've kind of added some fun things to it. We added these awards. We have MVP awards. We added that. Best outfielder, best infielder, all tourneys to our tournament. I think that'll add a nice little gift for our players. I know they really like those awards. We're doing that. We're doing the home run derby again this year. We purchased some brand new bats that we'll give to our team champions and our home run derby champions. I know they'll like them. They've just issued these bats. I can't wait for them to see them. We're doing that. We also plan on doing a Legends game. So any of you parents or former players, Hall of Famers, veterans, maybe 50 and over want to come and kind of play in an expedition game, we plan on doing that on Saturday. So bring your glove. Tell your kids to bring an extra glove for you. I think we did that about 4 years ago, and it was a hit, and we want to bring it back. So anybody out there listening, have some parents that want to play, just have some fun with it. Bring their glove, tell them to come down, and we'll have an expedition game for them to do.
Yeah, and I mean, we're basically in the heart of softball country, I feel like. So can you tell me what makes playing in Legends, the Legends tournament, so special?
Well, our tournament is unique because we kind of have a open roster rule, which means your sanctioned team that you play with every year, you don't have to use that team to play in, because we know it's toward the end of the year. Half these teams are done for the seasons. Their cleats are hung up, and half of them still want to play. So we have it open roster, so you can go and you can get your best friend's team, maybe your arch enemy during the season. You can get half their guys and combine a team. But you got to stay within the division classifications that we require. But you can do that, and that's what our tournament's unique. We get a lot of teams from outside Bismarck and the state of North Dakota. Actually, currently we have 8 states representing in this tournament, which is a pretty good turnout. If you ask me, I'm not really sure if there's any other tournaments besides McQuaid's that bring in those teams from that many states. I believe the states is Minnesota, Iowa, Nebraska, South Dakota, Wyoming, Montana. So we have 8 states represented in our tournament, over 60 teams, and I think that's probably the 3rd biggest tournament in North Dakota with being over 60 teams. So it's almost like an invitational tournament, so to speak. That's what it's listed on the USA website. It's listed as an invitational tournament. So if you want to look at, find us for next year, that's where we'll be. We'll be in that listing as well. Just spread the word. All teams are welcome. It's not an all-native tournament as it was in the past. It's not a 70-30. It's an open tournament. So I think that was kind of the message that everybody needed to hear. And since we've been sharing that message, we've been getting more and more teams each year. And like I said, we had over 60 teams last year, and we're taking as many as we can.
Yeah. And I know you were saying something about the Hall of Fame. Can you kind of talk about that?
Yeah. Our Hall of Fame, we usually do that every Saturday of the tournament. But this year we moved it to Sunday, right before the award ceremony. We want to be able to give them the attention and the time and the honor that they deserve. And that Hall of Fame, we started that about 4 years ago. And what we wanted to do was just recognize and honor these players that have made this tournament what it is. And so we're going to continue to do that each year. This year we have, I believe, 4 Hall of Fame inductees. We've contacted those families. They've all expressed that they're probably going to be there, and we'll honor them in a good way. So that'll be Sunday before the award ceremony after the last championship game. What we also did for this tournament is we're going to be playing into the night. We've added night games to our agenda, which we haven't done in the past. I know I've spoken to a lot of players, and they love the idea of watching some of these teams play at night and just having a good time. So I believe Friday we may be playing 1 hour of night games, and then Saturday we'll be playing 2 hours of night games, and I think that'll be fun for the fans and the players as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and who just to go back to the Hall of Fame, who makes up your Hall of Fame?
Our Hall of Fame inductees, they are voted on by Hall of Famers themselves. It's not the committee, it's not the fans, it's Hall of Famers that are already in the Hall of Fame. We send out the ballots to the current Hall of Famers, and they're the ones who choose their peers and the ones that they played with. Myself, I've been kind of around the tournament for maybe 20 years, but you got people here that have been playing in this since the beginning. I want to say this is maybe the 49th year of this tournament. It's up there. So you got people that have been here since the first tournament, and they know who the Hall of Famers are. We don't really know. So we ask them, we hear them out, and we just take their votes, and that's how the Hall of Fame is decided.
Yeah, and I know it's a competitive tournament. I mean, they really think about the competition, and it probably will be fierce again this year. But there's an added layer to UTTC Legends softball this year. There's going to be a first pitch thrown for the first time. Can you kind of talk to me about incorporating that into the setup this year and why you chose to do that? Yeah,
we just try to be unique, and we want to, make sure this tournament is safe and ran in a good way. So what we do traditionally, at United Tribes is before our events, we like to do a prayer and maybe a prayer song. So we're going to do that. We're going to continue to do that. And then after the prayer and the prayer song, we're going to add a ceremonial first pitch, which we have never done. And we're going to do that this year. And the person who we asked to do that this year is one of our very own, Ray Gunn. And if you don't mind, I'll just get into what we're going to do for that. Ray Gunn, we've asked her to do the ceremonial first pitch. And part of that is just to kind of honor her in a good way. Ray is battling cancer, 2 forms of cancer, as I was told. So the United Tribes softball committee wanted to do something for her in a good way and help her and her family. So we created what you call Runs for Ray. It's a sort of a benefit for her and her family during her battle of cancer. So what we're going to do is our home run purchases and our home run derby payments, the proceeds will all go to Ray and help pay for her medical expenses.
Mm-hmm. And why was that important for the softball committee to bring that and make that a part of the tournament this year?
I think it just kind of, since probably day one when John Thunderhawk started this tournament, we've always wanted to honor our players and our fans and make it a family atmosphere. And Ray is part of our family. She's a former player, and I'm sure she'd probably be playing this year if it's not for her battle right now with cancer. So she is a former player, and so we like to honor a lot of our former players, especially the ones who contribute to this tournament and made it to what it is. Because without these players, this tournament isn't what it's been. And from the feedback we get, people love this tournament. They keep continuing to come, and what we want to do is we want to be able to reach out to the players and get what they like about the tournament. And a lot of that is it's a family atmosphere. You guys treat everyone with respect equally. And when one of our own is hurt or sick and needs help, we'll do what we can to help them. Mm-hmm. And that's what we'd like to do for Ray this year.
So again, that's Runs for Ray going on throughout the entire softball tournament. And can you tell people how the benefit works? Yeah, so what we're going to have is you have, as a team, you have an option of purchasing 2 additional home runs for each game. Those will be $10 a piece. And then the home run derby is $10 to participate in that. And so all those proceeds will go to Ray and her family and for her medical expenses in her battle. Mm-hmm. And like you said, it's the deadline to become a team if you want to be involved in the softball tournament is coming up quick. Can you again tell people when the deadline will be and how they can register their team? Sure. Yeah, our deadline for registration is September 4th. You can find that on our UTTC website, which is softball.uttc.edu, and on our Facebook. We need the registration. You don't need your registration fee or your roster submitted at that time. You can, but we need the registration in order for you to be in our tournament. We do draw brackets on Tuesday, which they probably will be out later on in the evening on Tuesday, the September 4th. Just a couple other things that I wanted to say about the tournament was it's a 3-game guaranteed tournament, so you're guaranteed 3 games in our tournament. In the past, it used to be double elimination, but we wanted to give the players a little bit more time to play more games. And try to create an atmosphere, a fun atmosphere. So in addition to that, we bring in a live DJ, play music, just try to make it a fun atmosphere for everybody, a good weekend, because it's kind of like for everybody, it's the last softball tournament of the year, and let them have fun and go out with a bang. So again, that is the UTTC Legends Softball Tournament, September 7th through the 9th. If you want to register, you can go to softball.uttc.edu to register your team. Registration deadline is September 4th. Come out, enjoy Legends Softball, September 7th through the 9th.
Currently, it's 75.
On Twitter, Facebook, online, and YouTube. supertalk1270.com.
Again, this is Kaley Schwab with United Tribes Technical College, bringing to you the list of events for UTTC Events Week this year, September 4th through the 9th. Again, I'm with Julie Desjardins, who is on the Summit Committee for our Tribal Leaders Summit, 4th through the 6th at the Bismarck Event Center. Julie, can you tell me a little bit about, if people missed earlier in the show, what's going to be happening at the Summit?
Okay. Well, I'm very happy to be back, and I'm glad that I'm kind of closing out this wonderful hour. I've been listening to the other two with the powwow and with the athletics, and what a great job they did. So I'm very happy to end this wonderful hour with Jim and Town Square. Yes, we have. As I stated, a little bit more about the Youth Summit. I'm very pleased that our First Lady, Catherine Burgum, will be our keynote. We'll have our students are going to be, the high school students are, as I stated, are coming from the surrounding areas. And we're looking forward to listening to the what they have to say as well, because the focus is going to be on the behavioral health and some of the issues that are facing our kids today, the opioid issue is huge. The other thing is, the other very important element too is that we want to talk a little bit about our, I'm sorry, we were discussing the, I can't remember what that was about, that we were going to, the person's name who we were going to, we had forgotten all about it. We are doing a raffle, and I apologize, my brain is working overtime here, but we're doing a raffle, and we're going to, Dvorak Motors, bless their hearts, has sponsored two motorbikes for us, and we will be doing a raffle throughout the summit and the powwow, and we will be announcing the winners at the powwow on, what day was that? That's what I was trying to think of, was the day, the 9th. So by all means, this anyone can buy the raffle tickets. They'll be out there. So please, please do. They are. We're charging $5 a ticket, and you can get 5 for $20. And the bikes are valued at the two at about $6,000. So we have a wonderful raffle going on, and all proceeds. One of the things that I don't think anyone realizes that we pool our monies, the summit and the powwow pool their monies at the end of this year. We get it together. If we made any money at all, we take that, and that will go into the Student Scholarship Fund. Very, very important. I apologize for my lapse. I was thinking about the dates and didn't connect. But in any event, that is what we are doing, and I'm excited about the upcoming events, and I want our community more than ever to be excited as well. We have a lot of people coming into the Bismarck-Mandan area. And, of course, with this putting aside the week and making it our United Tribes Week, that is a tremendous pride that we take in these events. President McDonald and our board of directors has worked diligently to see a focus, that we focus on these areas that they feel and we feel are going to benefit not only our people, our students, our tribes, but our communities. And so I'm really, I'm thrilled, and I'm looking forward to next week and all the events. And our Town Square Media and other media are going to be out there. Joel Heitkamp is going to be from the Fargo area. We'll be doing an announcement, and maybe Kaley, you can give us a little bit on that.
Joel Heitkamp will be doing a live broadcast from the summit on Wednesday, September 5th. So his regular show will be from the summit, and he'll be showcasing some of the speakers and some of the people who are going to be there. So that's going to be really great. But all in all, we're really here just to promote United Tribes Technical College Events Week. It really is such a gift to our community. And I think some people tend to realize that there's an energy that weekend and that week, but sometimes they don't know what's going on. So we just wanted to make sure that everyone knew the summit is going to be the kickoff to our events week on September 4th, and then it's going to go through the 6th, and then it's all the festivities and celebration after our educational conference. So it's the powwow, it's softball starting that Friday, and then we also have our little events that our golf is starting on Friday. So that's an open golf tournament that's happening in Bismarck, as well as our powwow run. We have that every Saturday during the powwow every year, and that's going to be a 5K and a 10K and a kids run that morning on September 8th. It'll start at 9, so you can still sign up for that. You can find all this information about UTTC Events Week by following us on Facebook. So go to United Tribes Technical College Facebook page, and we have all of our events listed. And if you want to get involved with whether it be the run or the summit or the powwow, you can find all that information on there. And Julie, someone who's been working with Events Week for however many years. I mean, you've been working for United Tribes for a long time. Can you tell me about the energy and just what it's all about, really?
You know, I started in 2011 here at United Tribes. It was one of the best decisions I had ever made because they allowed me to do the things that I love. And this year, more than anything, I am thrilled. I am so pleased with everything that's happening because our focus is really, as I stated, an evolution. We've always focused on our students, but this year more than ever on students and education. When I think about all of the people in our communities that can benefit from these platforms, from these venues and these presentations, everyone, tribal, non-tribal, that can benefit the youth, and to talk about all these issues that impact our lives and our kids' lives and our communities. How wonderful is this? Being throughout the 7 years that I had chaired, every year I saw that things were moving and moving and moving forward and getting better and better and better. And this year we took a change, and it has turned out to be a great change. And so we'll see how the summit works, but my goodness, with the pre-conferences and all open to the public, and all of our concurrent sessions, wonderful social hours that we will have, where we're going to have great food and good people, and good people there that are going to be taking part in every aspect of this conference. So thank you. Please come out. We look forward to seeing you and and we want to be a part of your lives, just as we hope you would want to be a part of ours. We are the United Tribes Community College, but remember, we are community, and that is important to us. We're doing everything to reach out. Please take our lead and come out with us.
Mm-hmm. And if people are, heard us and still want to come to the summit, they still can register. They can go to summit.uttc.edu and register on there. So it's really simple. And also, if you aren't able to attend the full 3 days, we still have those pre-conferences open to the public. And we really want to make sure that everyone knows they're invited to the pre-conference sessions during the summit on September 4th, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. They're going to be talking about things from governance to human trafficking. So again, invite people to the pre-conference, or tell us a little bit about it.
There's one other thing too that I think is important, that if you don't want to attend the entire summit, if you want to just come out for a day, the conference, we are charging $200 for the day, but that includes all of those concurrent sessions for the day. It includes the luncheon, it includes the breakfast, and all of the breaks and the social hour for that. And so if you just want to come out for one day and just see what we're about and see what those, if there's something in that sessions that you would like to hear about, and you say, I don't want to go for the entire day, so for entire 3 days, so be it. Come out for one day. We would be happy to have you. And as I stated, it is $200 for the day. The entire conference itself is $500. And so by all means, come on out and check us out, see what we're about.
Yep.
Thank you so much, Jim.
Thank you, Julie. And remember, come join us for UTTC Events Week, September 4th through the 9th.